Genre bending is kind of a fantastic thing when it's done right. Take a game in any genre, let's say, shoot 'em ups, and then you twist their mechanics into something that resembles things that you'd find in another genre, like action RPGs. It's a great way to have a baseline of interesting gameplay, and if you can actually execute the ideas well, then you can create something truly unique, or at the very least, fresh and fun. Alchemy's Drifting Lands is a genre-bending game that combines the two genres I mentioned, action RPG and shmup, in a way that brings out the best in both while making me wonder why the hell I haven't seen a game like this before. The two genres' systems are interwoven so well in Drifting Lands that you can't correctly discuss one side of the coin without bringing the other into the fray. That's not to say that there aren't two different halves of this game that we can talk about, because there are. There's your home base where you upgrade your ship, choose missions, and buy and sell gear. Then there's the actual missions, the parts where you fly sideways and shoot things and use your abilities. When you're on a mission, it really does play like a fairly standard, solid shmup, with the exception that you have your abilities tied to face buttons on your controller and you pick up loot as you go. The enemy patterns are really awesome, and I do mean that in the literal sense. They inspire awe, and they're a blast to fight through. I do need to say that the weapons feel a bit weightless? There's no real power behind the gunfire and the movement is a bit floaty. The guns seriously just kind of need some oomph, some real weight and power behind them, and that'd really help bring this game home. The skills are creative and fun. They're sorted into a few categories and you can have 4 active skills and 2 auto skills equipped at a time, so you have plenty to play around with in terms of mixing and matching. You pick your skills and set a loadout for each of the 3 ships separately, and it takes credits to unlock each skill or boost your stats. You also get some abilities from completing missions, which is pretty cool. It adds an extra level of reward to those harder missions. This is a really fun system. I love getting and trying new powers, even if I fail a mission in the process. I only have a couple real wishes for Drifting Lands. Like I said earlier, the guns really need some kind of power put behind them because as it is, it doesn't feel chaotic enough. It doesn't feel visceral enough, and that may just be my own personal preference because in a lot of other shmups that I've played and enjoyed, there's something extra behind the bullets and the pew pew, and I know that saying there's something extra is, I know that's not really helpful at all, but that's as best as I can really word it. And apart from that, I think this game would be great if it had some kind of co-op. I really can't help but imagine sitting next to a friend and blowing the shit out of a bunch of corporate syndicate-owned drones and fighting for kick-ass new loot while we're both in our own ships and using our own abilities. It'd be awesome. I need that in my life. Drifting Lands is a crazy creative spin on 2 classic genres that does fantastically at bringing out the best in both. You can pick it up on Steam for about 19 bucks. That may seem a bit steep, but understand that the game is still being expanded and there's plenty to do. If you like shmups, it'd kind of be a mistake to pass this one by. Thanks for joining me for this episode of Indie Bytes. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to leave a like and subscribe for more stuff like this. Be sure to check out the other content that we put out on this channel, and remember to drop me a line here on Twitter or through email with any game recommendations that you've got. You can find all that stuff down in the description below. I'll see you next time. Bye!